Hey guys, and welcome back into our new segment we're doing this season, 100 Yards with Stephen Hargis. Today we're at Buchanan High School with new Bucks coach Jeremy Bosken. Jeremy, thank you for your time.
I appreciate it.
We're going to walk and talk a little bit about Buchanan football. All right. So you've kind of built a reputation as somebody who is really good at turning programs around. You did so at David Crockett before you came here. And then obviously last week, what you guys were able to do right out of the chute in your first game here. What is it about that process that you like so much about building programs that may have been struggling when you got there?
I've been very fortunate enough to be on some good staffs, like as an assistant coming up from Science Hill to York, South Carolina. We've been very fortunate enough to play on ESPN and be ranked in the nation. And it's the first head coaching job I had was at Davy Crockett, and I just kind of fell in love with the process of just rebuilding. And I just felt like people were appreciative of it more. Mm-hmm. The kids were more receptive of it. And it just felt like it helped give life to something.
Yeah.
And we've been fortunate to play on ESPN, and we played with Jadeveon Clowney and Stephon Gilmore, and as cool as that was, it's that type of joy still didn't quite compare in my eyes to building up something that had kind of fallen on hard times.
Yeah, and playing off that, this is a program, Buchanan, they've won state championship. They've played for several state championships. They've had success before. They just kind of fell on hard times recently. What was something last week? You inherited a program that had gone 0-10. You win your first game, and you win it handily last week. What was something maybe you looked down the sideline or up in the stands, something even during the game when you felt like the game was in hand, where you thought, this is pretty cool?
I think it goes back just to the people. Being able to see Jill Hartness, our president, and how happy she was for the kids, and the parents and stuff. Last year was a lot of running clocks.
Yeah.
So for our kids and families, and our president and our AD Tommy Brown, and our fundraising guys, and Eddie, and Renee Hood, our principal, and our middle school principal, everyone just being able to embrace just winning and seeing our kids be successful and being proud for them. I really don't think it was just any specific play. I think it was just having everybody come together. Yes, sir. Yeah, bringing it all together and everyone just being happy about it.
What the locker room afterward? What was it like to see the excitement for the kids? They had suffered so much last year. One of the guys said it took the joy out of football last year. This kind of put it back in there just in one night. What was that celebration like for you guys?
It's cool. It really is. You don't know how to describe it. We usually don't let our kids have phones or anything out quite off, but we let them get out. They played music and they danced and they sang, and we had linemen doing splits on the floor. It was just kids being kids, and it didn't matter who you were, where you came from. It didn't matter about last year. It was just that group of guys just kind of celebrating and having a good time.
You've done this before. Is the toughest part the mental hurdle, just getting those guys over and making them believe you can win? Because once you get that momentum going, it seems like you've had the experience of you get over that hurdle, now things start to roll your way.
Oh, you're dead on. It seems like there's a lot of mental hurdles. First one being convincing kids football is fun.
Yeah.
Last year was a tough year for them, but convincing them, hey, football's fun. Right. Come out, have a good time. The brotherhood, we don't care where you come from. We don't care how tall you are, how short you are. We'll find a place for you.
Yeah.
And just convincing them football's fun, that's the first hurdle. And then convincing them they can be good as a team, and just enjoying each other and playing with each other and practicing hard and learning how to handle success. How do you handle success? And that's been a hurdle we've been talking about this week. And try not to let that selfishness creep in. We don't want I need to get mine creep in. We need to embrace this as a team and attack it together. And we want guys saying, hey, follow me, not give it to me.
Right.
So, I think our leadership council's done a great job of kind of attacking that this week and kind of helping hold our kids accountable. But once again, we've had a good week, and as much as fun as last week was, it's time to focus on week 2.
Yeah. Now, the cupboard wasn't bare when you got here. You guys had some athletes.
Oh, yes.
Who are some kids you're really excited now that things are starting to go in the right direction? You're excited to see what they can do and flourish in this program.
Yeah, that's, I guess, one thing that is kind of different is this place has got a lot of good ball players. Our basketball program, we're trying to piggyback on what they did, and I'm wearing their shirt today. Yep. And our baseball program and our soccer program, they got good athletes. But Eli Evans is one that kind of stands out. Leadership Council, Eli Morris, they both play quarterback receiver together. Preston Edmondson has been a big force for us on defense and offense. Miguel Medina has really stepped up big. Hamilton Chadwell playing offense and defense. Big Terry, Can't miss him. He's playing offense, defense. You got to love him. And then we have young guys stepping up, like Jabari Johnson, sophomore playing offensive line. We have another sophomore at tackle, Brody Grant. We got a senior playing another tackle, Miller, but it's the first time he ever played it. And it's just a selfless story. He's been a kind of a receiver at a skill position, but he's kind of doing whatever the team can help the team the best and kind of putting his selfish desires aside to kind of help the team. And we got a stable of young guys coming back there with J.J. Johnson and Julian. We got a young buck, Matt Stone, who's a freshman who's done really well. David Dixon, one of our wrestlers, standout wrestlers, made it to state last year. And then Christian Hughley's kind of a defensive guy who's learning how to play offense and come around. And had some new guys come in like Bronze Donaldson and James Nolan. And Garrett Cason's really done a good job. And we're just trying to kind of take advantage of what they do best and trying to convince them football's fun and just run around, have a good time. And
have you noticed a difference this week in practice? The tempo, the enthusiasm, things like coming off of a win as opposed to, okay, can we win now? They've won. Now we've got a taste of that. We want to get it again this week. Has there been a difference as far as the approach, the attitude from the kids on the field this week?
We gave out stickers on Sundays, and we kind of do our goal boards and stuff. And I mean, there was a big attendance for the stickers when they get their award stickers, and to be able to write win on there, it was a big deal. And then they were very much a lot more into the game plan.
Yeah,
I think they're building a trust with the coaching staff, and I mean they're attentive, and they've gotten after it. They really have.
Yeah.
We had a rain day on Monday, but Tuesday they came out adjusted really well, and today was a good one. It's kind of a helmet day for us, but we're running around moving fast so they can get out from church. And tomorrow we'll come out, kind of put the whole game plan together, and a lot of them will go out and support our middle school kids.
Right.
They're partnered in a big buck, young buck program, and they go out there and they slap heads and have fun with those young kids. But it's just a great Boyd Buchanan football family. I mean, they had on rough times last year, but I mean, you can't say it came to a bare cover. You got an awesome administration. You got a great bunch of great young kids and a staff that's willing to work and love on these boys. I mean, you can't complain.
You mentioned Eli Evans. I mean, how much does it help? You've got a guy who's that versatile. He can play quarterback. He can play any skill position you need him to.
Yeah.
Defensively, he can play pretty much anywhere in the secondary you needed him to. He can return kicks, punts. I mean, showed that last week. I mean, when you've got a guy like that you can say we can plug him in anywhere we need him, to have that versatility, what does that mean?
I mean, he's extremely valuable. He returned 2 punts for touchdowns last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, those weren't, I mean, he's going the distance. I mean, it's not like in an open field. I mean, he caught a 70-yard touchdown pass against Tyner in the Jamboree. He had a 54-yard touchdown pass this past week. And I mean, we're just trying to get him involved any way we can. He actually threw a 60-yard touchdown pass to open the game on a reverse, but he got called back for holding. But
still, it's there.
He put it on his highlight film still. We put it on his highlight film still.
Just to show what he can do.
But he's extremely versatile. He's going to visit UTC tomorrow.
Good.
And that's kind of a program he's really big into. He comes from a great family. His brother used to play some baseball at Auburn and is now at Nichols State and stuff. So he comes from an amazing athletic family, and he's going to be extremely successful whatever he does.
Well, guys, this is a place I've come here for years. I know Robert Akins really built the program up. Grant Reynolds was his defensive coordinator. Those guys were really tough through the years, played for back-to-back state championships in the mid-2000s. Grant took over as head coach, got him to a state championship. I think it was in 2009. They've had a lot of success. There's not many programs that have had the kind of success they had here. Like all small schools, you kind of fall in some cycles where you have downtimes, and Boyd went through those downtimes. And I think now they're about ready to cycle back up. And a lot of it has to do with this guy and his staff and the kids they're working with right now. So we're looking for big things from Boyd Buchanan this year. Jeremy, I really appreciate your time.
Well, thanks for coming out. We appreciate
Best of luck
being
the
here.
rest of the season.
Thanks.
We'll be here a lot, I'm sure, to
Please
see
do.
you guys play
You're
this
welcome
year.
anytime.
Guys, watch us again next week when we'll have another episode of 100 Yards with Stephen Hargis.